Guys, deluded Gooner, YouTube's N'Golo Kante, don't watch the headphones. I thought, let me humour myself. Now, there's rumours of Griezmann going to Barcelona. There's actually rumours of Dembele leaving. I don't really want to speak about that because I don't necessarily believe it. Anything can happen, so I need to not believe what I believe, if that makes sense. But let's talk about Griezmann to Barca. Now, apparently senior officials and players, they're resigned to the fact that Griezmann will leave. It's been happening for many years now. It's been on the horizon. Last year, he got a new deal, but it looked like he was, I remember his interview on French TV or whatever forum it was, he was talking up the chances to United. It did look like he could actually go to United. I don't know if they'll still pursue. There's a case, but having signed Alexis Sanchez, the finance, similar position, I'm not comparing the two. Would it make practical sense if they were to look at the figures and stuff? Yes, they can afford him, but I don't know. Again, it can happen. It's Manchester United. But away from that, if Griezmann was to join Barcelona, where would he sign now? There's a case for balance. You need balance. You can't have too many stars and things. We've seen that go wrong. But Barcelona, I know they're doing a madness, but collectively, it's probably quality-wise, it's been dire for a minute. Like Barcelona, they certainly under Pep when they had all the bad men. They need positive problems. And what I mean by positive problems is that within reason, you don't know who the lineup is. You don't know if it's going to be Coutinho, Dembele, and I'll allude to where everyone will play. Obviously, Messi is going to play. Suarez is getting on a bit. You don't know the midfield options. If they sign Arthur, that's Paulinho, that's Rakitic, that's Busquets. Different midfielders, different options, whether you want to play free in midfield or a pivot. That's what the best team, any team that wants to win anything or achieve some relative success according to their seasonal ambitions, or if you're Barcelona, Madrid, and these teams, you want to be elite. So there's always room for a world-class or top-bracket player, per se. Now, what it will bring to Barcelona, he's an excellent footballer, and I don't even like Griezmann anymore for reasons you guys know already. He's an excellent footballer. The movement, the goals, probably not as eye-catching and as easy on the eye as some of his counterparts, like the Neymar and stuff. But Barcelona, it's been on the rise, and the time's come to join the top club now. Now, if he joins, I've got actually a couple combinations. Now, there's more, and I could have sat down and thought of more, but we'll be here all day. I've got Suarez. You know how Suarez, Messi, and Griezmann. You could have Coutinho behind them in a 10 role, and then you could have two defensive mids, or you could have Paulinho and Arthur if he comes. He's not defensive. Well, you could class him as that, but he's not. There's a lot of, for me, I'm keen to see the midfield options, because you can actually play around with it. You could play Paulinho, assuming these men are still there. Paulinho, Arthur, Busquets, and Rakitic, and whoever. You get what I'm saying? Coutinho could even play deeper in midfield, which he was doing for Liverpool, and he can, whether it's on the left, the right, or deeper, he's an excellent option, or in the 10 role where he should be. So I've got Coutinho in a 10, Griezmann, Messi, and Suarez. Obviously, Dembele misses out on that one. That's why, even with Dembele, like, if I was him, I probably wouldn't have made the Barca move, because I honestly believe to go to them clubs there, I believe you need to be in your peak powers. You need to be at the best of your games, because like you're seeing with Ceballos, Asensio to a degree, you might not necessarily play. But on the basis that, I mean, we couldn't have seen, we know they wanted Coutinho, but Coutinho, nor these links with Griezmann, they were there, but neither were at the club when Dembele came. Dembele, it looked like he was seen as someone that could replenish the side, bring some youthfulness, and he has. But he is an excellent footballer, but he still needs to go up at several levels, and I don't think they'll sell him or loan him out, considering they paid 100 million for him, and he's got the quality to be a top bracket player. But who knows in today's day and age, man. You could also go with Griezmann, Messi, and Dembele, assuming Suarez has called it a day now, but we need to respect Suarez and his gangster, because he's scoring enough goals. I would be keen to see if Suarez did drop out and you somehow managed to get Coutinho, Messi, Griezmann, and Ousmane Dembele in the side. On paper, it sounds great, and no doubt they'll score a lot of goals. You've seen Messi score a lot of goals with a couple man before, but... And Messi's a great team player. He said he's emphasised on he wants to be even more of a team player. So I don't think it'll be a problem. But you have to think about central areas. Messi's the top dog, the big boss. So he's going to get the central areas to receive the ball. So that means Dembele, Griezmann, they're going to be forced out wide or have to take in turns when to drift in. If you've got to do that, you might be further away from the goal. You might be on the flanks and stuff. And some players are more devastating off the flank. Like, I prefer Griezmann inside. I don't think he's that winger anymore that likes to take people on. Dembele, on the other hand, he can go and do that. And he is young, so he has to pay his dues to a degree and just deal with what he's been given. So I would be keen to that. There's also Griezmann, Messi, and Suarez, of course. Long term, there's a case for if you want to play Coutinho on the left, Dembele on the right, or whatever. And assuming Messi still got legs and going, you say Messi, but you could also say Griezmann up front. Or I know Kylian's gone to PSG, but the likes of the future Kylians and these sort of man, they probably will sign one of them. But for me, there's several different combinations you can go with. But on one hand, if I'm a Barcelona fan, player that's there playing, or coach, I'm excited of these options. I'd love to have Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, Dembele, Coutinho for one. Enough goals. More like combined, they bring in Messi alone is doing mad numbers. Suarez is not even spoken about and he's winding down the career. Mad numbers. Dembele not the finished article. Griezmann bringing in numbers. But you get me. There's a lot of goals and creativity and flair and excitement. There's that will benefit them because on one hand, most of them won't know if they're playing. So you have to up your game and up your tempo if you want to play. And then if players are doing that, if they're fighting each other for a spot, their productivity and their training and their damn right level for focus is higher. More likely to win games, more likely to win the league, more likely to win the Champions League on these sort of basis. They need these problems. On one hand, like I said, it's good to have these problems. Like, is Coutinho going to start one day? Is Dembele going to start one day? Assuming Griezmann's there, is Griezmann going to start one day? Even Suarez, is Suarez going to start? Messi will always start, but there will be a day when we have to, like, will Messi even start? Do you get me? So for me, along with Arthur coming in, assuming young boy Arthur from plays in his native Brazil comes in at central mid, it's a lovely bit of options to have, man. And it will help them try and build and replenish the side because you've got Iniesta who's getting on a bit. I mean, he's still a big boss, but you get where I'm going. Like I said, there's many different things you could combine. And before I keep waffling, like I said, on one hand it's good to have these problems, but on the other hand it's balance. Like it's balance. Like it is balance. How do you fit them all in? How do you keep them all happy? How do you keep them all important? It's not a question for me to answer. I'm just simply speculating and speaking about it with you guys. Guys, to Ludi Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest. Like I said, just humoured myself and assuming Griezmann goes Barcelona. Where could he possibly fit in? I'm out. Thank you for watching.